Your Piazzetta stove can be managed in 2 different ways. Bluetooth for control close to the product, and Wi-Fi for remote use when you are out of the house. The requirements for Wi-Fi configuration and operation are a mobile device with a 5G, 4G or 3G data connection, the name and password of your home Wi-Fi network, your email address, the MyPiazzetta application, the label on the naval MyPiazzetta Wi-Fi module, the article code and serial number of the product, which you can find on the last page of the warranty certificate, or under the pellet load cover for stoves, monoblocks or boilers, on the side for inserts. To install the MyPiazzetta app, go to App Store. Search for MyPiazzetta. Alternatively, simply scan the QR code on the label of the Wi-Fi Naval MyPiazzetta module. After installation, you can open the app, and you may be asked for your consent to send notifications. Press Allow. Once the request to use Bluetooth appears, press OK. At this point, select the language and press Save. On the login screen, select Activate. Enter your email address and choose your password. Finally, agree to the privacy policy and press Activate. Press Close once you see the Activation Successful message. Now enter the 6-digit code you received at the indicated email and select Activate. If the email is not visible in your inbox, check your junk mail or spam folder. Once logged in, proceed with registering the appliance. Press Insert Product and select Staff Stove. For security reasons, only the first user of the Naval MyPiazzetta module can register the appliance, and then allow other users to manage it. In the case of a second user, select instead Shared Stove and enter the sharing code generated by the first user. Now choose between Integrated Module if the module is integrated in the stove, External Module if you have purchased an external kit. Select Continue once you see the explanation of how to find the MAC address, the serial number and the registration code. Type in the requested information manually or using the barcode scanner via the button on the right. Select the X to turn off the notification. Insert the serial number present on the label of the stove. Now enter the MAC address present on the label of the Naval Wi-Fi module. Attention! The zeros on the code are always numbers, not the letter O. Enter the registration code on the Naval Wi-Fi module label in the Reg Code field. Enter the model of the appliance indicated in the serial number label, choosing the one you own from the list that the system will propose. In the stove description field, name your stove, writing, for example, living room stove. Select country, for example, United Kingdom. And the city, for example, London. Check the privacy policy box and finally press Save Stove. Once you see the words "Your stove was successfully added to the list," you will have successfully registered your product. Now you may proceed with the configuration of the device. 3 different modes are available to do this. configuration via Wi-Fi, recommended mode and guided by the app. Configuration via WPS, automatic fast mode. Configuration via browser, manual mode in case of difficulties with the app. Now the configuration window opens. Select Configure via Wi-Fi. Once the naval connection screen appears, exit the app without closing it and go to your device's Wi-Fi settings. Locate the naval Wi-Fi system network T009 in the Wi-Fi settings. Connect to it. On some devices, it may ask you to use the data network. Ignore the warning and click the Keep Trying Wi-Fi button. Return to the app and press the Connect to Continue button. When on the next screen, look for your home Wi-Fi network in the list. Once selected, you will see it highlighted. Now enter the Wi-Fi access password of your home router. And finally select Connect. In sequence, on the panel of the Wi-Fi naval module of the product, you will see the Wi-Fi LED flashing, then switching to a steady light. This phase can last up to a couple of minutes. With steady light, the module is connected to the home Wi-Fi network. Then the remote server LED will blink. With steady light, the module is connected to the remote server. If the module has been perfectly configured, you will see the power, Wi-Fi and remote server LEDs lit. To close the screen, select Done. Now go back to Wi-Fi settings and delete the T009 network. Go back to the app. Select Go to the list. You will then see the device you have just registered in the list of stoves. To proceed with the configuration via WPS, you need to reset the MyPiazzetta module as shown on the screen. While the LEDs are flashing, go to your home Wi-Fi router and press the WPS button on the router. In sequence, on the panel of the Wi-Fi naval module of the product, you will see the Wi-Fi LED flashing, then switching to a steady light. This phase can last up to a couple of minutes. With steady light, the module is connected to the home Wi-Fi network. Then the remote server LED will blink. With steady light, the module is connected to the remote server. If the module has been perfectly configured, you will see the power, Wi-Fi and remote server LEDs lit. Go back to the app. Select Go to the list. You will then see the device you have just registered in the list of stoves. If you are experiencing difficulty setting up through the app process, you may want to follow the steps below. Press Configure via Wi-Fi, and the naval connection screen will appear. Exit the app without closing it, and go to the Wi-Fi settings of your device. You can now connect to the network with the name T009. On some devices, it may ask you to use the data network. Ignore the warning and click the Keep Trying Wi-Fi button. Once connected to the module network, open the browser and on the address bar type the code 192.168.1.1 1. Confirm by selecting Go. The Wi-Fi status. Wi-Fi network screen will appear and you can enter the required information. The MAC address with the code found on the label of the Wi-Fi naval module. The zeros on the code are always numbers, not letters. Enter the AP password with the code on the label of the naval Wi-Fi module after the reg code field. Finally, click on Send Identity. On the next screen, select your Wi-Fi network. Once pressed, you will see it light up, and in the appropriate field, you can enter the password for accessing your home router Wi-Fi. At this point, select Connect. If the configuration was successful, you will see the screen with the words Wi-Fi status connected and the name of your home network. In sequence, on the panel of the Wi-Fi naval module of the product, you will see the Wi-Fi LED flashing. Then switching to a steady light. This phase can last up to a couple of minutes. With steady light, the module is connected to the home Wi-Fi network. Then the remote server LED will blink. With steady light, the module is connected to the remote server. If the module has been perfectly configured, you will see the power, Wi-Fi and remote server LEDs lit. To close the screen, select Done. Go back to Wi-Fi settings and delete the T009 network. Now go back to the app and select Go to the list. You will then see your newly registered device in the list of stoves. Select Manage. Now press On and enjoy your Piazzetta stove.